This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch. Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life. Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap.
But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in. That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where?
Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. This is day 4 of the Diddy trial, Cassie Ventura Part 3. Welcome in, everybody here. Let's get into it. Yesterday we talked about how the freak-offs gave Cassie UTIs, mouth sores, and gastrointestinal problems. So, what will come of today? Well, let's get into it. Higher is way, low is available, but either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this kind of intro here. You see the virtual tour background? Yes, you do. Hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Glad to have all of you here in the building with me, child. Listen, let's do what we do and go on tour. Yes, either turn down the music here, so you guys are able to hear me there. And let's get to these updates from NBC News here. Right here, okay. So, this event ended last update at 5:29 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so here we go. Where the sex trafficking trial stands, Cassie Ventura faced cross-examination from Shonda Combs' lawyers today. She testified about the start of her relationship with Combs and responded to the graphic texts and emails about freak-offs and drug-filled G's, allegedly orchestrated by Combs. Defense attorneys tried to portray Ventura as a loving partner to Combs, who willingly participated in the freak-offs and attempted to link the volatility of the relationship to drug use and jealousy. Ventura testified Combs was extremely upset over her affair with rapper Kid Cudi and admitted she was jealous of Combs' ex-girlfriend Kim Porter. Ventura had previously testified that she was frequently abused by the rap mogul, suffered multiple medical issues as a result of constant freak-offs, and that she was blackmailed with sex videos. Combs faces 5 criminal counts, 1 count racketeer conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, and 2 counts of transportation to the gates and prostitution. Combs has ferociously denied the allegations against him. This live briefing may include graphic descriptions of sexual violence. For more resources on sexual assault, call the National Sexual Assault Telephone Hotlines. Thank you for that. There also, too, sign up for the Diddy on Trial newsletter for key developments and analysis, and listen to Dateline's nightly podcast. All right. Here we go, everybody. So Don Richard, expected to be the next witness for government. Don Richard, a former member of the girl group Diddy Kane, is expected to take the witness stand on Friday once lawyers finish questioning Ventura. Prosecutor Maureen Comey said Richard last year filed a lawsuit against Combs, accusing him of groping, assaulting, and imprisoning her. The court is in recess until 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Court done for the day, as Cassie is asked about taking a bad batch of MDMA for hotel freak-off. Cassie Ventura was asked by the defense if she took a bad batch of MDMA at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles before Combs was caught on security cameras assaulting her in 2016. Ventura responded that she did not recall exactly what she took or how the freak-out began at the hotel. That testimony brought it into a grueling day of cross-examination that will continue on Friday morning. U.S. District Court Judge Arun Sarian is urging Combs' lawyers to wrap up their questions for the 8 months pregnant witness. We'll try to narrow this down. Defense Marco Fellio said, "This is a critical witness. I will come back in the morning to give you an estimate. It's an important witness and a very important case." This is coming from the man who said that one bottle of baby oil goes a long way. Good Lord Jesus. Combs didn't want to get caught in the Matrix during freak-off, Cassie says. Cassie Ventura told the court that Combs expressed concern about getting caught in the Matrix, their code for getting too high during freak-offs. Ventura proposed a short freak-off session at the Intercontinental Hotel to avoid getting too high before her film premiere. A Matrix is like the high, and we will be getting too high for anything sexual to happen. There will be no performance, Ventura said during court. Cassie relented to Combs' repeated request for a freak-off before 2016 hotel assault. Combs videotaped assault on Ventura at a Los Angeles hotel was request for a freak off that she expressed reservations about. The witness said Ventura said she wanted to devote her attention to the premiere of The Perfect Match, a romantic comedy that included herself, Terrence Jenkins, or Terrence J. from BET's Most Support, and Paula Pad. That was Robin Thicke's ex-wife. Despite her concerns about performing a freak-off during her promotional duties for the film, she agreed after he kept asking over and over again. Cassie confirms baby oil used in freak-offs contained no drugs. Cassie Ventura confirmed to the court that there were never any drugs contained in the baby oil used during the freak-offs with Combs. Combs was accused in a lawsuit last year of spiking the lubricant with GHB, commonly referred to as a date rape drug. Okay. Combs wants overdose on painkillers, according to Cassie. Combs wants overdose on painkillers. That drug dependence fueled some of the rapper's mood swings, Cassie Ventura said. During this cross-examination by defense lawyer Ana Estefero, Ventura was asked if Combs ever overdosed and if she was ever addicted. Ventura answered yes to both, and when the defense asked if Combs' mood swings were tied to pills, Ventura firmly replied it was a part of it. Cassie reached out to Combs' inner circle over balcony dangling incident. Cassie Ventura testified that she sent a text message to Combs' chief of staff about incident in which he allegedly dangled someone over a balcony. Ventura acknowledged hearing about Combs supposedly dangling Brianna Banya Bolin over a balcony after the fact, but still reached out to a person Combs' inner circle. I did text that there were other crazy things that happened, Ventura told the court, adding she couldn't remember the name of the person she sent the text to. I saw what I saw, so I don't know. Cassie says Combs got explosive when she did drugs without him. Cassie Ventura described Combs' reaction to her taking illicit drugs without him as explosive. Ventura added that he told his drug dealers in Los Angeles to stop giving her drugs. Combs suspected Cassie of dating Michael B. Jordan. Cassie Ventura told the jury Combs suspected her of being in a relationship with actor Michael B. Jordan. Asked what Combs' reaction was to the alleged relationship, Ventura said, I wasn't there to see it. Ventura said she couldn't remember if Combs tried to text her about him, but he did try to make contact. Cassie says Combs became crazy and kicked her when he found out about Kid Cudi. Cassie Ventura says that Combs kicked her in the back at his house after finding out she was cheating on him with rapper Kid Cudi in 2011. When asked by Combs' attorney if her relationship with Cudi drove Mr. crazy, Ventura replied, to my knowledge, it wasn't good. She confirmed that Combs was especially offended by the affair with Cudi because of his status within the music industry. She added that suspicions and grievances over infidelity came up repeatedly throughout their relationship. Well, here's the thing, right? When it comes to the suspicions and grievances over infidelity came up repeatedly throughout their relationship. Diddy said, and I quote, that the swinger lifestyle was attractive to him and they can swap out partners, right? That's what he said. So you got upset by Cassie flirting with a woman at a restaurant, and you got upset that she was with Kid Cudi, but yet you could do what you wanted to do. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions here. Cassie admits to cheating on Combs with Kid Cudi. Where Cassie Ventura admits to keeping a burner phone while she was dating rapper Kid Cudi to keep the relationship private and away from Combs. I thought it would be way too dangerous if he found out, she said. As she was dating Cudi, Ventura said she continued to have freak-offs with Combs because to her it was a job. When Combs found out about Cudi while going through her phone during one of their sex sessions, Ventura said Combs attacked her. Cassie says things got a little scary with Combs after she cheated on him. Cassie Ventura says that things got a little scary when Combs found out that she was cheating on him. She also admits being upset when she found out that Combs was spending time with a woman named Gina in 2014. Ventura said the infidelity prompted arguments. Cassie admits to being jealous of Kim Porter. Cassie Ventura testified during her relationship with Combs she became jealous of his ex-girlfriend Kim Porter. Ventura admitted to the jealousy after being asked by a defense attorney if Combs ever left a freak off with her, only to visit Porter afterward. Ventura agreed she was upset about not having the chance to form a relationship with Combs' children, despite having a relationship with him for 7 years at that point. Ventura also acknowledged it could be heartbreaking to see Porter with the children and that she wanted to be a part of Combs' family, not just his sexual fantasy. I had some jealousy, Ventura said to Porter. And let me say this, right? If you've been in a relationship for 7 years, I think any reasonable woman or man would expect to form a connection with children. And I'm sure that Cassie did not hate Kim Porter as a person, right? And also, too, they didn't have to drag her along for 7 years as well, right? So, court returns from lunch. Judge continues scolding Combs' lawyers. U.S. District Judge Arnoon Surin appears to still be agitated from the back and forth he had with Combs' attorneys prior to the break. Sumerian's agitation stems from the speed in which the defense questioned Cassie Ventura. The judge strongly reminded the defense that it was given a day and a half to cross-examine Ventura, who was 8 months pregnant, and that she would be done by the end of the week. Combs' attorney Mark Affello argued that Ventura should be able to come back Monday morning if needed. The judge shot back, "In what universe did you not understand that? Did you not understand this is what was going to happen? You're not telling me this. You're not telling me this wasn't everyone's understanding that this witness was going to be done this week." Ventura was reviewing exhibits outside while the exchange took place. So basically, Mark Affelio is trying to take an inch and make it a mile, but the mile is going to be stopped this Friday, and Mark is trying to do the most and get away with it. Combs' mother and son seen exiting court. A photo from Manhattan Federal Court shows Janice Combs exiting the courthouse as the jury was on a lunch break today. Oh my Lord, her face is like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, that is my son. Oh my God, that is my son. Justin Combs, Quincy Brown, and King Combs also leave the courthouse. This is Justin here. That's Quincy Brown, and then that's King Combs. I'm in the background there. Defense struggle with disjointed cross-examination. Once again, I'm going to bring up the clip. So this dude right here says, and I quote what he says, right? Jesus, I can't do this. I showed my friend Bishop today at work this clip, and he was like, "What the hell?"
Wednesdays. All right.
Oh, I'm glad Miss Pat Sells is still on BET. She's been in her bag for sure.
For Miss Pat settles it. It's all new.
I want to serve up some justice.
Back with outrageous new cases.
I was trying to be built like a Barbie, but I'm built like Barney.
Back with their celebrity jurors.
I love this one.
And back with signature clapbacks.
State your full name.
That's Ali.
You ain't Aladdin.
Miss Pat settles it.
That was
all
good.
New. Wednesdays at 10 on BET.
This is the type of indictment you would expect from someone in the mafia.
I don't know that I could keep him off the stand. He is very eager to tell his story.
They're going to show that video over and over and over about what happens to women that won't change their stories.
His reputation is over.
The United States government, they start making this case as a takedown of a successful black man.
TMZ presents The Downfall of Diddy, the indictment, now streaming on Tubi.
They call them freak-offs. You know, back when I was a kid in the late 70s, they were called threesomes.
If these are genuinely threesomes, how do you explain 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
I don't know where the number 1,000 came.
The U.S. attorney said it.
I can't imagine it's thousands. I mean, you know, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant for an orgy.
I guess. I don't know what you need 1,000. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way.
I'm sorry. One more time.
Thousands. I mean, you know, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant for an orgy.
I guess. I don't know what you need 1,000. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way. It's thousands. I mean, you know, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant for an orgy.
I guess. I don't know what you need 1,000. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way.
Back to our timeline. Defense struggles with disjointed cross-examination from a disjointed lawyer. Damn. The opening hours of Ventura's cross-examination were a bit of a slog, with defense questions jumping around in subject and timeline, frequently interrupted by prosecution objections. Those starts and stops appeared to hinder Combs' lawyer, Ana Estefaro, from smoothly making the defense case that Ventura was often a willing participant in the witness seemingly abusive relationship with the defendant, and Ventura appears to have caught on to the defense's line of questioning. She often interjected qualifying terms such as "at that time," come on, Cassie, to frame her relationship with Combs as a complicated one that could toggle between caring and violent. Very well done. Because this is the thing, right? A lot of people say, when it comes to women in relationships, you know, why didn't you leave, this, that, and the third? Well, guess what? As we heard from Diddy yesterday, we didn't hear from him directly, but as Cassie said, there was an incident where Diddy said, "You're never leaving me," right? So that's why women stay, because those circumstances. So very well done to Cassie. By the way, I saw Bondi Blue today. I got a notification because I'm subscribed to her. I love me some Bondi Blue. But y'all, I saw her say, "Free Tory, free Chris Brown, and free Diddy." I'm like, remember that moment with Oprah Winfrey when Raven Simone said that I'm not African American, and Oprah Winfrey's like, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. You just said a Holy Ghost fire." That's what I felt like mentally. But I still love Bondi Blue. Like, comment, share, subscribe to Bondi Blue. Let's see here. Jury breaks for lunch. Judge wants faster action from defense. U.S. District Judge Arlene Surian called for a lunchtime recess and asked jurors to return to the courtroom at 1 p.m. Eastern. Surian told lawyers that he wasn't happy with the pace of Ventura's examination because he wants the 8 months pregnant woman to be done sooner rather than later. When the defense say they would need all day today, all day tomorrow, Judge Surian angrily responded, "That is the exact opposite of what I was told. This witness needs to be off the stand by the end of the week." So what happened? The clearly perturbed judge said, "This is just day 4, right? And we got this trial for 8 to 10 weeks, and he's already pissed off at the defense. Did he? Sir, this is the team that you hired." Oh, my Lord Jesus. Okay, Chad. Okay. Cassie details Combs' alleged drug use, calls him an opioid addict. Cassie Ventura alleged during testimony that while Combs was a wealthy businessman and record executive, he was doing so under the influence of drugs. He needed to recover. Ventura told the courtroom, referring to Combs' alleged drug abuse. Ventura also accused Combs of using asked whether she thought Combs was a drug addict. Ventura said, "I would say he was an addict." She answered yes when defense attorneys asked if Combs would be angry or volatile during withdrawals. I'm not a doctor. Coming off certain pills, he would be pretty irritated, Ventura testified. So Combs called Cassie incessantly if he thought he was cheating on him. She says Combs needed to be constantly updated about Cassie Ventura's whereabouts, perhaps concerned that she was stepping out on their relationship. But y'all are swingers, though, and y'all could swap out partners, right? Okay. That's what you said, Diddy. But okay. Perhaps concerned she was stepping out on their relationship, the witness said. When asked what would trigger a spike in phone calls from Combs, Ventura said it could be for any number of reasons. Could be anything. For me not telling him where I was, angry about me, could be anything. Maybe he assumed I was cheating. She said, I don't know. When asked if she believed the volume of calls spiked when Combs theorized Ventura was cheating, she said yes. Combs built up Cassie after knocking her down. She says the defense asked Cassie Ventura to confirm that Combs both built up and knocked down confidence, signed text messages between the pair. Ventura agreed, also acknowledging that Combs called her a queen. Words were helpful. She said he's got that inspiring energy inside him. Lawyers contend Cassie's lawsuit ruined Combs' career. Really? Really? Because I think it was his behavior that ruined his career. Not to mention, there's been rumors for years before that lawsuit came about. Like I said, once again, this team that they hired is led by this dumb fuck who said this on a publicly available documentary called The Downfall of Diddy, the indictment that's available on Tubi.
Thousands. I mean, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant for an orgy.
I guess. I don't know what you need 1,000. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way.
Back to our timeline. Cassie Ventura testified that she understood how far her 2023 lawsuit accusing Combs of rape and sexual abuse could ruin his career. Asked by defense attorneys what happened to Combs' career after she filed, Ventura responded, "That's a lie." Prosecutors objected to that question. Defense lawyers then rephrased, asking if she understood how the publicity surrounding the lawsuit ruined his career. Ventura responded, "I can understand that." Let's see here. Give me a moment, y'all. Okay, that's cool. Whatever they do, I'll show y'all that. Okay, back to our timeline here. Cassie met Combs while she was dating Ryan Leslie. Cassie Ventura testified she was dating rapper and producer Ryan Leslie when she met Combs. When Ventura signed with Bad Boy Records in 2006, she was platonic with label boss Combs and dating Leslie. The witness said Ventura was about 3 years into a relationship with Leslie when she went to Miami to see Combs, leading to the first time she and the defendant had, and of course the witness admitted under cross-examination. She confirmed that a flyer was made to advertise a club appearance she was making to give the impression of a professional reason to travel to Miami so as not to make Leslie suspicious. The defense asked Cassie to confirm her independent success before dating Combs. The defense is asking Cassie Ventura about her initial success in the music and modeling industry and what appears to be an effort to paint her as being independently rich and famous and not under Diddy's control, or Combs' control, rather. Ventura was asked to confirm that she was becoming a wealthy celebrity with a thriving music and modeling career on her own before she began dating Combs, her then boss. She acknowledged that she was doing well during that time. Her attorney asked, "Were you an up-and-coming star?" Ventura replied, "I guess you could say that." Cassie said freak-offs were the next step in their relationship and tells the court that they were integral. Cassie Ventura told Combs in 2000 and 2009 email that having freak-offs was the next step in their relationship. But she also mentioned that she went back and forth about the idea and needed to trust him more to be sexually free. In order for me to be more open with the things we do in bed, I need to feel safe, like home, like this is my husband. This is the only man I will ever have this aggressive sexual side of me. She wrote in the email to Combs, when we used to freak off, when we were so in love, there were no questions asked. It felt right. Like it literally made sense. for the next step in our sex life together. When asked by the defense if freakouts were an important part of her relationship with Combs Ventura, responded it was an integral part. Combs' attorney questions Cassie on drugs and sex videos. The defense asked Cassie Ventura if she deleted the sex video she had of Combs on her devices, which she confirmed. They then showed an email exchange between Combs and Ventura in August 2009, confirming what appears to suggest the existence of videos and the pair's illicit drug use. Ventura emailed Combs, "Do you have any pills on you?" Combs replied, "I'm gonna do it again." Ventura responded, "Just delete the video off my camera. It was so dope." Cross-examination resumes with graphic sexual details. Trigger warning, everybody. The defense, in its ongoing effort to paint Cassie Ventura's relationship with Combs as consensual, has spent the morning presenting the witness with endless emails and text messages the couple exchanged about their sex life. The mishaps have been detailed and graphic. "I'm so horny," Combs wrote in one of the tamer messages, with Ventura responding, "OMG, I was just about to text you the same thing." Where Combs said, I can't wait for one of their freak-ups." Ventura shot back, "I can't wait either." Courtroom sketch shows Combs taking notes. Shonda Combs is seen in the sketch taking notes during the boring arguments in his sex trafficking trial in New York City today. So when I did this, I did not see this part. I was just like, I'm guessing he's writing down like, I'm fucked. But why were you taking notes though? Like, are you going to go on the stand? Because here's the thing. They are building the case around Cassie. So if every testimony correlates back to Cassie's, and on top of that, you sell the loss the next day with her, and you came out and apologized for that video that they showed in court, bruh, you're done. Okay? I'm just saying. From what it seems like, you're done. Judge abruptly calls for a recess as explicit messages are shown. Judge Aaron Surian just abruptly called for the court to go at a 10-minute recess after Cassie Ventura could be seen whispering to him. Interesting. Some recess just came as Combs' attorneys were showing the court explicit emails and texts between her and Combs. 2009, an extremely graphic message from Ventura to Combs drew on objection from prosecutors, which the judge sustained. The emails and texts appear to be an effort on behalf of Combs' attorneys to undermine Ventura's repeated claims that she did not want to participate in the freak-offs. Was Cassie a willing freak-off participant? Ventura testified that she wanted to please Combs at the start of their relationship, so she agreed to take part in his freak-offs, drug-fueled intercourse, often with sex workers, as the rapper watched. "Yes, at the time I wanted to make him happy," she said. Combs' lawyers then produced a series of texts and emails in which Ventura discusses the freak-offs, including one where she writes, "I'm always ready to freak off, LOL." But when the defense asked again if she wanted to make him happy by participating in the freak-offs, she clarified, no, it was a lot more than that. Even though Combs had 6 children at the time of their relationship, Ventura admitted in emails at the time that she wanted to have a child with him. Combs was sweet and attentive in the beginning, Ventura says. When asked by Combs' attorney why she wanted to spend so much time with Combs, Cassie Ventura replied, "Because I fell in love with him. He was charismatic, the big personality larger than life," she said. The beginning of the relationship was really fast-paced, scary, but the more time I spent with him, his real personality came out sweet and attentive. Ventura also acknowledged that at the beginning of the relationship, the pairs were reluctant to be public about their romance. Combs to Ventura, "I love you so much it makes me cry." The defense appears to hope it can blunt some of the horrific details of Combs' abuse of Cassie Ventura with evidence that their relationship had better days. "I love you so much it makes me cry," according to a message Combs sent on August 12, 2009 to Ventura on his baby girl on her BlackBerry. Then on April 4, 2010, Combs said his relationship with Ventura meant everything to him. Love my baby. I love you so much. It consumes my life. How did it happen? Combs wrote in an email. Ventura responded, I wondered the same thing, who I was before we decided to be together. So when it comes to what's going on with the emails and text messages, the defense is trying to make the case that, Cassie was, a consenting adult in all these, right? In the same token, I truly believe that while she was trying to please Diddy in the beginning, Diddy got comfortable with their energy exchange of what they gave to these freak-offs. But then as the energy changed for Cassie, she began becoming uncomfortable with what was going on. That's how I'm seeing this. I'm reading it as you are hearing it, right? So Cassie says she knows the real Sean as the cross-examination begins. Sean Combs' attorney asked Cassie Ventura to confirm that if she knew the real Sean. Yes, Ventura replies, the Sean that other people don't see. And Fellow said, correct. Ventura replied. Cassie Ventura is back on the witness stand. Combs' former partner, a key government witness, took the witness stand for her third day of testimony. In the opening moments cross-examination, Ventura answered most questions with a simple yes/no responses about their relationship of 11 years. The witness is wearing a light-colored blouse with a coat. Cassie and Combs cheating on one another to be the focus of the defense question. The defense wants to show that Ventura was a willing participant in this relationship and might have been involved with others. Once again, Diddy said that he loves the swinger lifestyle and that they can swap out partners. That's what he said. A larger part of the defense is the infidelity on both sides and the fact that Mr. Combs understood that Ms. Ventura was having relationships with other men. Defense lawyer Ana Fesso, who will lead the cross-examination, told the judge outside the ears of jurors. The prosecutor said they hope to have the 8 months pregnant Ventura off the stand as soon as possible. This witness is very, very pregnant, said the prosecutor. Maureen Coleman, we are afraid she could have her baby over the weekend. We want her off the stand before the weekend. The vigorous fight over text messages. The cordial relationship between prosecutors and defense attorneys during pretrial hearings has quickly evaporated. Courtroom tension dramatically increased this morning during arguments outside the presence of jurors over which text messages the defense can introduce to show Ventura's relationships with other men. The Combs-Ventura relationship was one that took place over text messages. They texted about everything, defense lawyer Mark and Fellow said. What to look for during Cassie's cross-examination. Cassie Ventura, the R&B singer and Diddy's former partner, is set to undergo cross-examination today. She has already delivered 2 days of emotional testimony, alleging Combs subjected her to years of physical abuse, sexual coercion, and manipulation through threats and surveillance. Cross-examination of a complaint in a case involving sexual abuse and domestic violence is always a challenge for defense attorneys, but the defense must carefully attack Ventura's credibility and consistency of her accounts when they begin their cross-examination. You can expect defense attorneys to explore whether the drugs she took at these freak-offs have affected her memory. They will also question her financial motives, although the government elicited testimony yesterday that Cassie has already received her $20 million settlement from Combs in the civil case. Ultimately, another case alleging intimate partner violence, there is a chance that one or more jurors might not rather find the alleged victim credible. Jurors inherently use their own experiences as a reference point, and the thing about Diddy's and Ventura's lifestyle is this: they were not everyday experiences. Jurors could have trouble relating to Ventura and Combs for that matter. What to expect from day 3 of testimony? U.S. District Court Judge Arun Surian hopes to have proceedings start at 9:30 a.m. today in what figures to be a long day of the defense cross-examining key government witness Cassie Ventura. Combs' defense has already conceded that the rap mogul has a bad temper and has been violent under the influence of drugs and alcohol, but his attorneys will still want to put a dent in Ventura's lengthy testimony about years of abuse she suffered while paying Combs. The court of public opinion in the Sean Diddy in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Social media is flooded with thousands of opinions from people following the proceedings, with heavy focus on testimony of Cassie Ventura. NBC News Maya Eaglin describes what people are saying and how the jurors will see the evidence, and how the jurors will see the evidence the public will not. Court coming off a long day of troubling testimony. Jurors spent all of Wednesday hearing troubling details of Combs' relationship with Cassie Ventura, which included indictments of emotional, physical, sexual abuse. When Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson asked Ventura why she put herself through this grueling process, the witness said she owed it to herself. "I can't carry this anymore. The shame, the guilt, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. People are disposable," the witness said. How allegations can impact Combs' reputation. At least 18 brands and organizations have already cut ties with Sean Diddy Combs since the allegations against him went public. Before a verdict, his case has been reached. Molly McPherson, a reputation crisis strategist, spoke to NBC News Gadi Schwartz of the possibility of Combs' reputation being impaired depending on the outcome of the trial. So those are all of the updates there. I want to look at this video here of what the people have to say.
In court, it's supposed to be innocent till proven guilty. The court of public.
Here we go. So let's see what the people have to say.
In court, it's supposed to be innocent till proven guilty. The court of public opinion, that is very different, and it has never moved faster than it is today. We have seen it sway endorsements, careers, even culture before any verdict is reached. The OJ trial, Casey Anthony, even recently Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, that defamation trial, and social media was flooded with memes, clips, way too many hot takes, and that was with cameras in the courtroom back then. Federal courts, like the one that Diddy is in, ban cameras, so public opinion is really shaped through what you were seeing on your timeline right now or for your For You page. And here's what's been popping up on ours.
Okay, y'all, day 3 of the Diddy trial started off heated before Cassie even got back to the stand.
Recounting in detail everything that went on in 2016. I'm an attorney and I read what happened, so you don't have to.
This isn't a movie, this isn't clickbait. This is a federal sex trafficking trial involving one of the most powerful names in music, and the full story is only beginning to unfold.
Yeah, and it's not just the general public that's weighing in on social media. Some of the lawyers are too.
All right, Diddy just got hit with $100 million default judgment yesterday to a guy who's currently sitting in jail. I'm one of his lawyers, and I'm here to tell you why this is so absurd.
Yeah, this is becoming the age of trial by TikTok, where the jury is in the hundreds of millions all around the world. And NBC's Maya Eaglin joins us now. Maya, gotta ask, what has the court of public opinion been looking like on all this today?
Yeah, hey, Gotti, I think so much of the focus is really on the testimony of Cassie Ventura. This is Sean Diddy Combs' ex-girlfriend. They were dating for over a decade. Right now, she's 38 years old. And folks might recognize her from the 2016 surveillance video of her being dragged near that elevator bank. As you scroll through the comments, as you look through the commentary, a lot of people are saying it is so difficult to hear the graphic details about her testimony, the violence and abuse that she says she faced. Folks are describing her, many of them online, as a true victim. Now, there are no cameras allowed in this federal court, but folks are also commenting on her being visibly pregnant. We know that she's 8 months pregnant, and a lot of folks in the comments are saying this must be such a stressful, challenging thing to do, you know, as she's dealing with her pregnancy too. The other thing I want to mention, Gotti, so many people online are trying to speculate and figure out the other celebrities involved here. We heard Kid Cudi's name today. We've also heard Michael B. Jordan, Mike Myers. We don't know how they are exactly connected just yet, but a lot of people online and in the comments putting out their own theories on, you know, how they are incorporated into this case. We just don't know yet. Gotti? Yeah, all theories, very much theories at this point. This one is so interesting because it doesn't seem like the jury is being sequestered in the way that we normally see, right? So how does that square with what used to be like this absolute insistence on fair and impartial trials across the board? Yeah, I think it's tough because on social media, even if you're just on your phone, on any website, it's hard to avoid the headlines. It's hard to avoid the commentary here. We know of the 12 jurors, there are 8 who are men, 4 who are women. Their ages 30 to 74 with an average average age of 52. They come from a wide variety of backgrounds and professions here. Some of them have admitted to knowing some of the details about this case before the jury selection. A few people even saying they saw that 2016 video of Cassie Ventura being dragged. But their responsibility and what they vow to as jurors is only making decisions based off of the evidence presented to them in the court. And these jurors are going to see and have seen additional evidence that the public has not. So it's going to be really interesting to see if any of their preconceived notions about Sean Diddy Combs in the past or some things that they've heard about the trial will influence this. The goal is for it not to influence and for them to really make up their minds based on what they see in court. Gotti?
Yeah, but in this day and age, it does seem like starting with a clean slate is somewhat of a fallacy. How have we seen this all play out in the past with super high profile trials? I keep thinking, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, and the defamation case there. Are there going to be similarities that we see here with how social media interacts and possibly interferes with the trial?
I think we can definitely expect there to be more commentary, a lot more videos about this case on social media. But what's interesting is since there are no video cameras allowed in this federal court, it's hard to say what that influence will be because with the Amber Heard case in 2022, people were grabbing screenshots of her face, commenting on makeup. They were looking at body gestures with Johnny Depp, and there were narratives spun around the visuals that the public had at the time. We also saw cameras with the Casey Anthony case in 2011 with O.J. Simpson back in 1995. So it'll be interesting because we only have these drawings to go off of, but because they are such high-profile names, I expect the commentary to continue. Gotti? Yeah, and here's something else at play that I've never seen before. We've got the former FBI Director James Comey's daughter on the prosecution and the Menendez lawyer, Mark Garagos' daughter, on the defense's side. Like, those two last names carry so much legal weight here in America. What kind of impact do you think that's going to have on public perception? For folks who are closely following this case, I think it's going to bring more attention to some of the details. Of course, we know with James Comey and even Garagos, the high-profile cases that they've been involved with Jeffrey Epstein, the Menendez brothers, O.J. Simpson, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown. I think people will connect the dots of the relationship between some of these legal last names. But the average person on TikTok, to be quite honest with you, Gotti, I'm not sure is that interested in the legal defense. They're more concerned and more curious about the people involved directly with Sean Diddy Combs and, of course, Cassie Ventura in this trial. Yeah, until they stumble upon Garagos' TikTok, because she is pretty active on TikTok. All of it is uncharted territory. Maya Eaglin, thank you so much.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for that there. So we're going to take a little commercial break. And when we come back, we will have more right here on Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. We'll be back right after this, everybody. Roll it.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward,
with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Miral's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
Each of you are in a relationship with somebody you have never met before.
We have been chit-chatting for about 5 months. We have been together for 4.5 years now. I'm gonna go meet my man. I'm just hoping that he likes me in real life. I've been keeping something from you.
I'm loving it.
Putting y'all right back. Welcome back into Braylon's virtual tour live. 4th day of the Diddy trial, Cassie Ventura, part 3. A lot went down. Of course, some of the emotional side of Cassie came out today, talking about that she was jealous of Kim Porter because she felt like that Diddy would be her husband after 7 years. And of course, talking about the drugs behind the space that they were in as well. And of course, the defense agitating Judge Aryan Surian as well. So a lot went down upon today's trial day of day 4. Here we go with this clip from ABC News. Here we go.
Cassie Ventura is back on the stand in the Sean Diddy Combs trial, facing questions from the defense. Right now, they're asking Cassie about messages surrounding her involvement in so-called freak-offs. In one 2009 message, Cassie wrote to Diddy, "When we used to freak off, when we were so in love, there were no questions asked. It felt right, like it literally made sense for the next step in our sex life together. I get nervous that I'm just becoming the girlfriend that you get your fantasies off with, and that's it. I don't get the other part." And the defense showed another message from 2009 where she told Diddy, quote, "I'm always ready to freak off." During her first 2 days on the stand, Cassie testified Diddy frequently beat her, threatened her, coerced her to have sex with strangers on camera, and made her plan the freak-off events. Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges, and now the defense is trying to paint the picture of a complicated but consensual relationship. ABC's Rena Roy and ABC News legal contributor Bernardo Villalona are at the courthouse. Rena, what's the latest from court?
Well, Diane, I can tell you that jurors are seeing some very explicit text messages that are just too graphic to share on air here. But essentially what the defense is trying to show is that Cassie Ventura not only wanted to participate in these freak-offs, but that she enjoyed them in the beginning. In one text, as you mentioned, she said, "I'm always ready to freak off." They're also trying to show that as time went on, her reluctance to participate was only because she wanted more from the relationship. You read that text message that was also presented from the defense from 2009. Ventura wrote, "I get nervous that I'm just becoming the girlfriend that you get your fantasies off with, and that's it. I don't get the other part." So this is them just trying to take the guilt off of Combs and putting it on Ventura instead, and her insecurities about the relationship. Diane.
And Bernardo, the defense is showing these new messages to try to paint Cassie as a consensual partner in these freak-offs. Now, the prosecution had to know about these messages, right? So why not bring them up while they were questioning her?
Absolutely, Diane, because you have to think it is the prosecution that turned over these messages to the defense in discovery. So obviously the prosecution was well aware of these messages and what the context of these messages. So in terms of why the prosecutor wouldn't have brought that out during the direct examination, they must have a plan. They must have a plan because they also didn't mention this during opening statements. So this may backfire on them. I am concerned for the prosecution. But then again, we have hours and hours of cross-examination to still endeavor. So, Diane.
And Bernardo, we're also getting an update from court now where they're reading more text messages where Cassie and Diddy are talking about how they often made love after these freak-offs. How is the prosecution, you think, going to handle all of this on redirect?
Well, the prosecution is definitely going to focus on the timeline. So remember, this is an 11-year relationship. So while things may have been good in the beginning, that is different in the sense of how this relationship actually progressed. So the prosecution is going to continue and they're going to look at this timeline and redirect her back to that state of mind where she was actually being coerced by Sean Combs.
Rena, what are you watching for next?
Well, look, Diane, we're likely going to see much more of the same throughout today and possibly even tomorrow. This same line of questioning that we are seeing from the defense, because this is really getting to the heart of their argument when it comes to coercion here. They are going to keep poking holes, trying to poke holes in Ventura's testimony here, and try to show that she was an eager sexual partner who matched Combs' desires. So we're going to be seeing similar line of questioning throughout the rest of the day.
All right, Rena Roy, Bernardo Villalona, thank you.
Thank you, three ladies, for that there. And there is a exclusive that you need to know about from US Weekly here. Aubrey O'Day will take the stand in the Diddy trial, source says. Exclusive. This came out today. New York City. Let's see, let me go back. Play it here. Former Danny Kane singer Audrey. Wish you could take this stuff down. This gets to testify in Sade Combs' trial, high-profile trial. U.S. Weekly confirmed. It was confirmed to us that they was subpoenaed and had traveled to New York State to testify sometime this week or next week as the trial continues. She has been a very vocal critic of Diddy. So now that she is in New York, it's going to be interesting to see what she has to add to the timeline here. Former Danny Kane singer Aubrey O'Day is set to testify at Sean Diddy Combs' high-profile trial. USA Weekly can exclusively confirm a source told us that O'Day, 41, was subpoenaed, has traveled to New York to testify sometime this week or next week as the trial continues. Today's trial began on May 5th with jury selection with opening statements, with opening arguments starting on Monday, May 12th. Diddy has pled not guilty to all charges. It's nerve-wracking, but she's ready. She's not backing down. She wants justice for everyone, the insiders said, hinting that O'Day has projects in the works that will be about Diddy trial. O'Day has shared details from her travels in New York via Instagram Wednesday, May 14th. Hey, New York, where y'all think I should head first? O'Day captioned the video, adding a waiting scale emoji, which is traditionally a symbol used for justice and fairness in the legal system. O'Day crossed paths with Diddy after appearing on MTV's Making the Band 3 in 2005. She became a breakout star and was eventually chosen to become a member of the girl group Dan Kane, who was signed to Diddy's Bad Boy Records alongside Don Richard and Shannon Bex. Diddy revealed during Making the Band 4 finale in 2008 that O'Day had been kicked out of the group. O'Day has been outspoken about her past experiences with Diddy over the years, but recently she spoke about the big shift in her life since allegations against Diddy started going public. It's all still very ongoing, she told Caitlin Bristow during a September 2024 episode of the Off the Vine podcast. Everything it's very chaotic, it's very emotional and stressful, and every day there's a little new twist and turn. I can't really talk about any of it right now. Diddy 55 was arrested in September 2024 charged with sex trafficking, racketeer conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He has pled not guilty to all charges, has denied all of the allegations against him. We are disappointed in the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution, Mr. Combs, by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Diddy's attorney, Marcafello, says at the time he's an imperfect person, but he's not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation. He has no other choice. He's voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of charges. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the facts of an innocent man with nothing to hide as he looks forward to clearing in his name in court. Since his arrest, Diddy has been held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, MDC. His 4 requests for bail were denied by Judge Aaron Surian, which was $50 million each. If you or someone you know has been sexually assaulted, contact the National Sexual Assault Hotline at 1-800-656-HOPE. That's 1-800-656-HOPE, 1-800-656-4673. If you or someone you know is experiencing DV, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. That's 1-800-799-7233. That's 1-800-799-7233 for confidential support. If you know someone who is a human trafficking victim, contact the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 1-888-373-7888. That's 1-888-373-7888. That's 1-888-373-7888. So there you go. There should be interested when Aubrey O'Day gets into the courtroom there. Hey, Linnell, still welcome in, my friend. I'm gonna turn off my camera next. We've done a whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Woo, child. So that is the 4th day of the trial. Of course, tomorrow will be the 5th day of the trial here. So I know I normally don't go live on Thursdays, but because of the trial, I'm going to be, because I thought I could do like a weekly recap. I'm just like, no, that's not going to work. So yes, I will be live on Thursdays with the trial, and that's the only reason why I'm going live on Thursdays. Other than that, y'all know that I rest. So I'm trying to see if they have the new episode of the Burden of Proof here. We'll go to ABC. Okay, so they don't have the video out as of yet, but as soon as they do, we will definitely watch that for sure. So, should be coming out here pretty soon, but yep. So, yes, indeed. Hey, everybody. So we're going to take another commercial breaky break. We will be back with more right after this. Roll it.
sweet morning dew, one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. God, you are found. I come from nothing. Our son is your son. Welcome to the celebration. We all we got. Don't you leave here today with happiness. I want you to leave here with shame.
What is this feeling that everyone's feeling?
Ding, ding, ding.
With such feeling.
Ding, ding, ding.
This winning feeling.
Ding, ding, ding.
This tingle of success. This sensation of triumph.
Ding, ding, ding.
This
Oh, I can feel it.
This season, everyone gets the winning feeling. Win guaranteed prizes like $250 grand and more. Only at Dave & Buster's.
Here you leave today and enter a world of
a world of princesses.
A world of villains.
And heroes.
Raise your sabers.
A world of other worlds.
A world of all the favorites. A world of throwbacks.
A world of
for whatever you love. Infinite worlds await.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney and Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Miral's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
I'm loving it.
Loving y'all right back. Welcome back into Braylon's virtual tour live. Glad to have on here in the building with me. Yes, indeed. We just got done talking about day 4 of the Diddy trial here. Cassie Ventura, part 3. Judge, U.S. District Court Judge Arn Suman said that Cassie should be done by tomorrow. The defense wants her to stay until Monday morning, but that's not going to happen. So they better ask all the questions they can on Friday, because after that they are done. I think the defense team is as scared shitless as Diddy. So they'll stop there. So but yeah, that's our show. Y'all just want to come on and give y'all an update on what happened today. I've come to recognize that for our coverage, because I do work 3 days a week, and also to be up all day. You know what I mean? When there's other destinations to go to talk about, I've come to recognize it's best to just kind of do a end of the day recap for everybody, and you get all in one sitting. And you can rest easy knowing that you're caught up and you're ready for tomorrow. So that being said, look at the daily motivator up here. Life has a way of overgrowing its achievements as well as its ruins. Edith Walter. Yes, indeed. It's time for the daily motivator for Thursday, May 15th, 2025. Achieve again. What have been your biggest and best achievements? What elements of them can you repeat? You certainly made mistakes and regretful decisions, yet you've also done plenty of things right. Take the opportunity to congratulate yourself on those successes and learn from them while you're at it. And in that context, learn from your other outcomes as well. Then seek to apply. Sorry about that. I don't know why I did this. We've on greatday.com many times. There we go. Where were we? Yes. And in that context, learn from your other outcomes as well. Then seek to apply that wisdom and real world experience to new situations and objectives. Consider how the skills you've honed and benefited from in the past can be put to use today. You can do much more than merely remember the good times. You can bring their spirit to life and create new goodness. Prompt yourself today to serve as a connection between the positive aspects of your past and the value that you can now bring to life. You've achieved before you can achieve again. Keep the good work going. Ralph Wilson. I really appreciate this, because you have to recognize, right, that what God has for you is for you. It does not come from a person. It does not come from a place. It does not come from a family. If you believe that your blessings come from any one of those, I need you to stop thinking that. Okay? If you have a gift, that gift came from God. Okay? Or whoever you believe, right? Always say your education, so that you have to pay for, your gift was already paid for. And that if you really think about it, you want to work on your platform full time, not work on the vehicle full time, right? So whatever vehicle you work on, guess what? That vehicle does not determine if you make it or not. It is you, the platform, that determines if you make it or not. Okay? Because the way you treat people on the way up determines how they treat you on the way down, right? And not just on the way down back to where you were, but on the way, but going down and leaving the old behind, right? So that's the first thing I want you to know, that your source does not come from a person, place, or thing. Because guess what? When the tables turn, and when the tables do turn, pay attention to who comes back to you. You know that song, Back When They Didn't Want Me, Now They all own me. You have the right to say that. Okay, that's the first thing I'll tell you about achieve. That's the first thing I'll tell you about achieve again. Second thing I'll tell you is you can bring their spiritual life and create new goodness. I think we forget that creating is a tool. I think we really do forget that, because it's like, oh my God, it took all this work to just get to this point. But what a blessing it is to be able to create. Anyone can build anything, but it takes somebody to create something, right? So that's the second thing I'll tell you. Creating is a blessing. And finally, so look at our daily motivator here. You've achieved before you can achieve again and keep the good work going. You've achieved before you can achieve again and keep the good work going. You achieved before you can achieve again and keep the good work going. Whatever you haven't accomplished yet is not your time yet. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen. You may get a no, but that does not mean a denial. As I'm saying that to you, I am saying it to myself, because, child, I am so ready for my next chapter. I feel like I have proven myself on my YouTube channel. Still growing, you know what I mean? But I am ready to be in my gift full time. I'm already in my gift full time, but I'm being in my gift full time where I am able to utilize it to its fullest capacity, right? I'm ready for God to put his super on my natural. And so I hope you are for yourself. And with that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube, everybody. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say because you will always want to be blessed. Trust you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Wise one thing, call yourself. It's nothing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have some time with you. You have some time with me. And hopefully, if I spend time together, we'll also be great together. And always remember, radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you just recognize that just because you utilize the person as an outlet doesn't mean that they didn't feel some type of way about it. Make sure the replay is not just for you to watch it, not just listen to it, but for you want to experience it again. I love you, I value you, I embrace you all. Always remember, see love you, I give it, or see love you, I give it, or see love you, I give it. Wherever obstacles you have come, wherever success you have achieved. On this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of you. Proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, listen. It is hot outside. Please check on the children. Please check on the pets. Please check on the elderly people, because it's getting muggy out here. It's getting hot. Okay, that's just a general warning to the wise. Okay, please. Okay, we've lost too many people already. Okay. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings not only for you and all of us as a society, as a people, as a culture. I feel love and I send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. Love you all. Bye.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, get low, get low. Come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, get low, get low. Come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, get low, get low. Come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, get low, get low. Come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
Welcome to Copeland's. Copeland's is not just some fancy place for your big night out. In fact, there's no occasion too big, or if you like, too small. Copeland's, there's always something good. Welcome to Copeland's. Copeland's is not just...
Welcome to Universal's Volcano Bay. A new wave of theme park. A new kind of paradise. Here, time doesn't fly, it simply floats by. And when it's your time to ride, you go right to the slide. Yep, paradise works in amazing ways. You're welcome. Volcano Bay. One of 3 amazing theme parks at Universal Orlando Resort.
Open your eyes.
Think of the one place you've always wanted to see.
This is where our magic comes from? They say if you dream a thing more than once, please, 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 it's sure to come true.
Everything you see exists together in the great circle of life.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. I told you she was tricky.
Life is full of possibilities. What do you want to be remembered for?
The world is in our hands, and we gotta do something with it.
I just want to say a word of thanks to all the artists, the workers, and all of you. The young and the young in heart. You helped make this dream come true.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.